Tell you, you must love what you do. Welcome, and again, I say welcome to the GMAP Broadcast Network. Yours truly, Pastor Kevin, here on the number one faith-based, motivational, and inspirational broadcast platform in the country. We can see her; she cannot see us. Laurie Robertson is here. Praise God! Welcome to our broadcast network family. How are you?
Hello.
Oh my goodness!
I'm doing good. How are you?
You know what? If you can't tell, I must be slipping. I always tell people that I am excited. How are you? And welcome to our family. Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit. Who is Laurie Robertson? Who are you? Where you from?
Well, I'm broadcasting this from Fairbanks, Alaska. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. I've lived up in Alaska for, 40 plus years. So I'm a retired school teacher. I still work part-time teaching school, and I'm a part-time author. So passion is my writing, and I love gardening and skiing, and just enjoying this good earth.
Oh my goodness, we really appreciate.
Leslie.
And I tell you, all the way in Alaska, and I tell you that is such an honor. And of course, I am grateful. Number one, I'm grateful and I'm blessed, and I thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule this evening to kind of chat with us. And I'm also grateful and blessed and honored. And I want to say thank you for just becoming a part of the GMAP Broadcast Network family as one of our featured authors. And thank you for allowing us to be a part of your journey. Let's talk about it. Alive. Tell us a little bit about it if you don't mind.
Well, actually, Kevin, last week I told you about Alive, which is my most current book, and it's part of the Savannah the Zombie Slayer series. But this week I kind of wanted to talk about my other books, Crossing at Sweetgrass. That's my first book.
Yes.
And this is this is a historical fiction about a young woman who travels the Oregon Trail and is captured by a Lakota Sioux war party, and it's about her first year in the tribe. So this was a fun book to write. I explored the Western frontier, so to speak, and it took 20 years to write.
Wow. Now,
because I was working and raising a family. And then, go ahead.
That particular publication was released when, if you don't mind sharing?
No, I don't mind saying it all. 2016.
Very, very nice. And of course, I know I'm going to do my due diligence and order a copy of that. And of course, I'm going to read it. And you know what? I really, really want you to share how it can be purchased. I want to dive right into that because I know that it's going to be an exciting read for many of our viewers and listeners around the world. But if someone wanted to show their love, care, concern, and support and purchase a copy of your edition, why don't you share what it is or what the process is for them to do so?
I think the easiest and the most common way is just to go on Amazon because they have all my books. Down in your featured author, the little circle with the books on it, I believe you have my book Alive, so people could just click on that and it'll send them right to my author page on Amazon. And all you have to do is click any of the books there. So that's definitely the easiest. The other way, you could just type in my name on Amazon, Laurie G. Robertson. And if you wanted Crossing at Sweetgrass, you would just type in Crossing at Sweetgrass and it should pop right up.
Well, number one, I am very, very excited. And of course, when any of our viewers and listeners make a decision to, of course, purchase a copy of your publication, and of course, I'm now currently showing it to them on our television screen. We want you to do us the kind favor and take a few extra moments of your time and just leave a review. Leave a review. It is so very important for the author, so very important for Amazon, so very important for myself and additional viewers and listeners who might be very interested. Please leave a review. Now, I know that there also may be some that may want to reach out and speak with you on a more individual basis, maybe get some resources and, find out what you're doing and when you're doing it, where you're doing it, all that great stuff. I want to find out, of course, how that process can go because it's really going to be a very interesting thing to find out if we can somehow, some way, get you involved in talking with some of the individuals that don't mind sharing and don't mind finding out what your process was. You don't mind sharing that with us today?
No, I don't. And if I could just add a little bit about the review, because I know you interview lots of authors. When you go on to Amazon, you can either click on the author's name, it's in blue, and usually that will get you into leave a review. It's super easy to leave a review if you know what you're doing, of course, but that's the easiest way. And also, your audience might not know, you don't need to leave much of a review unless you want to. If you want to write a lot, you can, of course, but you can just say a couple sentences, and that's actually valued at Amazon. That
Yeah,
counts as a review. So
yeah.
just to let people know that.
Wow.
Yeah, it is important, like you say, though.
Right.
And I think my process for writing is I tend to dream about my characters and I just write. I don't plot it out. I just write each chapter as it comes to me. And then mine is very layered. Sometimes it's a pretty simple plot, but I have pretty deep characters, and you can read it just at face value, or you can get some more, maybe more of a spiritual dimension and a little bit more intricate layer too. So you could go either way, whatever
Right.
you feel like.
Well, let me ask you this: for those that you may be
Mhm.
encouraging and may be an inspiration to in some way, shape, form, or fashion, what if one of those individuals were to say, "Hey, I love what you're doing and what you've done, and put this information and these publications out for the people." But what's next for author Laurie Robertson? What would your response be to that?
I have like about 8 books in my head, so that's what I'm trying to do. Um, these all my books kind of connect and intertwine with a matriarchal family, and it's about the women in their family, and they find themselves through time in very interesting situations. So I have 8 books in my head, and I have 3 written. One is Pursued is coming out, so I have 4 more books. So that's really what, for me, in my hobby and my serious writing, that's what's next.
Wow.
And Pastor Kevin, I did not tell you about. I have another one. I have a poetry book, The Ascension Circus Comes to Town.
Wow.
And this one's really good for people that are kind of wounded or hurting and need kind of a light approach to spirituality and themes that are not too threatening, but yet sometimes make you think a little bit more. And
Right.
to if you're lonely, this is a good book. There's some great characters. It's the circus, and they want you there with them. So
Right.
it's a good book for lonely people, or if you're trying to heal up from something. I'd
Right.
really recommend that book.
Wow. Well, I'm sure that, of course, that book also can be found on your website, and we
Yeah.
always encourage those to show your love, care, concern, and support. Stop by if you don't do anything. Stop by and take a look at the site. Let Lori know that you appreciate what she's doing, and you want to encourage her to continue to do what she's doing. And of course, there may be some young, inspiring writers out there who
Mhm.
you may, in fact, can encourage in some way, shape, form, or fashion. As a matter of fact, what words of encouragement would you have to share with some upcoming, inspiring writer?
I would just say, just do it. Like Nike says, just do it.
Wow.
Get a journal or start your story. And the most important thing is don't worry what other people will think. It's quite hard to put your feelings on the line and then have somebody critique it. And it can be kind of a brutal experience because it's our feelings, but I would just really recommend just write, and then you'll know the next step when you're ready. But if you don't write, it's never going to happen. That would
Hey,
be my advice.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. And again, I want to thank you so much for just being here with us tonight and being a part of our broadcast network family and allowing us to be a part of your journey. We know for a fact you have our number. We want you to
Mhm.
not hesitate to use it if there's anything that we can do to continue to assist you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Just pick up the phone, give us a call, text, chat, tweet, whatever you do. Make sure you reach out and connect with us. And we want you to know, once again, the answer will always be yes, and you will never, ever have to ask us twice. We look forward to hearing from you as time continues to progress. If there's anything that you have coming up, please let us know so we can help share that information to all of our viewers and listeners around the world. We want you to be encouraged, inspired, be blessed, and be a blessing. You look great, you sound great, and you're doing a great job.
Thank you,
Continue to
Kevin.
do it. And of course, don't be a stranger. We'll continue to do what it is that we can do to assist you in any way, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And thank you, everybody, for listening. I appreciate it.
Oh, no, we thank you. We want you to have a fantabulous rest of your evening. Continue to be blessed, and we look forward to hearing from you again very, very soon, okay?
Okay. Thank you. Good night.
God bless you, one of our featured authors here on the GMAP Broadcast Network, Laurie Robertson, right here on the number one faith-based motivational and inspirational broadcast platform in the country.
Thank you.